Hi, my name is Chet, and this is my submission for video essay questions for the digestive system. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm very tired, but this is just bear with me. Um, the video essay questions are the question that the assignment wanted us to answer. It wanted us to describe the sequence of events that occur when you are very hungry and enter a house where you smell delicious food cooking. So it asks for you to describe the nervous system and the digestive system processes whenever you're in this scenario. Now, this question was a little bit hard to wrap my head around, or not really hard to wrap my head around, but hard to kind of think about how to answer it. Um, so pretty much what I did is I described why we get hungry and what happens whenever we are hungry and we see food or we smell food that increases those feelings of hunger even more. So pretty much we get hungry for the main reason we get hungry, and this is all based on research that I did and note reading that I did, is that it's like low nutrition in the blood. So like low glucose levels and things like that. That makes us more hungry because whenever these levels are low in the blood, it sends messages or the brain realizes this, and it activates the hunger center in our brain that increases the feeling of hunger. Really doesn't have a lot to do with an empty stomach at all. A lot of people say that, the stomach growling is because you're hungry. Well, yes, a little bit, but not really. Most of the time, the stomach growling is due to air moving within the small intestine, and that causes like rumbling noises. Usually your stomach growls, but usually your stomach makes noises all the time, but it's kind of muffled by food. If you have eaten food, it's kind of muffled by that because there's food in there and you can't really hear it as well. That's why your stomach growls more whenever it's empty. Really doesn't have a lot to do with, empty stomach at all. Um, Seeing food does make you more hungry though, because hunger activates CB1 receptors in the brain that increases our sensitivity to smell. So this makes us even more hungrier because, whenever we're hungry and our brain knows that we need to eat, that we want to eat, it makes us want to eat, and it increases our sensitivity to smell even more. So you smell that and you get even more hungry because you're like, okay, well, I'm hungry. And this can send, you know, a lot of messages to the nervous system and to the digestive system, preparing the stomach for digestion even more. So, yes, whenever you're hungry, you may have more of the stomach rumbling because your digestive system is working harder to get food out of the intestine to get ready for the next round of food because you're hungry, and you may even start salivating. So, the first step of digestion most of the time is chewing, and a lot of, that digestion that goes on in the mouth whenever you're chewing is, three components of saliva. So, you got three glands in your face right here, and they produce saliva and they help you digest food and they break down food on a slightly acidic level. And um, the heightened production of saliva whenever you're hungry makes complete sense because you are getting ready to eat, you want to eat, and then you smell food and it makes you salivate because you're ready to eat, like it's preparing your body to eat. So it's a pretty cool like all in all system that goes on there. So pretty much you see the food, you smell the food, and it intenses those feelings of hunger and intenses those, things even more. So it's just pretty cool how it all works out. I hope I answered the question appropriately. Again, I still wasn't really sure how to go about it because I wasn't entirely sure how they wanted us to answer the question. But yes, the it's also said, which is really cool also, is that the digestive system and the nervous system are pretty linked together because during times of stress and anxiety, your digestive system, you might feel less hungry, or the digestive system might be less active, causing you to become constipated or have stomach cramps and things of that nature. So it's pretty cool how they're pretty linked together. But yeah, so this was my answer for the video questions 4. I hope I answered it pretty well, and thank you for watching.